Convert the recurring decimal 0.013 to a fraction. Now most students get confused with this as they do not realise it's 0.13 that's recurring, all of this bit here. Now in the same fashion as before, x is 0.013 recurring, starting at the 0 and ending at the 3, which looks like this, which is 0.013, 0.13, 0.13, going on forever. Now, the next point it recurs at is after the 3, and this time to move the decimal along, I'm going to have to times the numbers by 1000. Timesing the whole line by 1000 produces 1000 x's, and I'm left with 013.013 recurring, which is 013.013. So the recurring component is still the same and the digits do line up. Subtracting one away from the other, the 3's will go, as will the 1's and the 0's, so all the recurring components will in fact vanish. This leaves me with 999 x's, because 1000 x's take away an x is 999 x's, equals the number 13, because 13 take away 0 is just 13. Dividing both sides by 999 leaves me with my final answer, which is x is 13 over 999, and that's in its simplest form. Convert the recurring decimal 0.36 to a fraction. Once again, the layout is exactly the same as before, so it's 0.36 where the 36 is recurring. In its long expanded form, looks something like this, where the 36 goes on forever. Going to move the decimal to the next recurring point, which is after the 6. The only way I'll do that is if I times all the numbers by 100, producing 100 x's equals 36.36 recurring, which is 36.3636 going on forever. Subtracting the top from the bottom again removes the recurring components, leaving me with just 99 x's, which are equal to 36. Dividing both sides by 99 gives me a fraction which may not be in its simplest form, so just have to check if both of them are able to simplify. Dividing the top and bottom by 3 gives me 12 out of 33, and dividing by 3 once more is 4 over 11. Convert the recurring decimal 2.136 recurring to a mixed number, giving your answer in its simplest form. Now this is slightly unusual because we have to convert it to a mixed number, telling us obviously that the numerator is going to be bigger than the denominator. Once again, x is 2.136, where the 36 are recurring, and in its long form it's 2.1363636 going on forever. Now the first thing I'm going to do is move the decimal to the recurring point, which is here. So I'm going to multiply the number by 10. This will produce 10 x's, which will be equal to 21.36 recurring, which is 21.3636 going on forever. Now this line was only needed to move the decimal along to the recurring part after it, so I'm going to remove it. I've used what I needed. Now looking at the line above, which we're familiar with, going to move to the first recurring point here by timesing by 100. I have to be careful. I'm multiplying 10 x's by 100, which produces 1000 x's. And the number I'm going to end up with will be 2136.36 recurring. And in its long form, again, you'll notice how the recurring points do line up. Subtracting one away from the other, again, the 6's will vanish, the 3's and the 6's, all the way through to the recurring components. I'm left with 990 x's, which are equal to, now I've got to subtract carefully, 6 take away 1 is 5, 3 take away 2 is 1, 1 is left by itself, and the 2 in front, 2115. Dividing both sides by 990 leaves me with x equal to 2115 over 990. Now simplifying this down, the first thing we'll notice is both numbers are divisible by 5, and there are 423 fives in 2115 and 198 fives in 990. Now both of these numbers are also divisible by 3, in this case giving me 141 over 66, which can again be divided by 3, leaving me with 47 over 22. Changing this improper fraction to a mixed number leaves me with the final answer 2 and 3 over 22.